Anna Yuan. She's the founder of Perena, the stablecoin infrastructure protocol. She was previously the stablecoin lead at the Solana Foundation, where she pioneered stablecoin regulation and innovation for them. And she envisions a world where money moves as freely and instantly as data, transcending borders at the speed of light.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anna. So a bit of context, I started Perena out of Solana Foundation because I saw a lot of stablecoins coming into the ecosystem, and most of them had really struggled to get liquidity and use cases beyond just printing money the way PYUSD did on DeFi, and wanted to give people some more things to do with stablecoins, because I do think that bringing assets on-chain is an essential step for the on-chain economy to thrive. And our existing solutions, there's simply not that many, I should say, not really any products built specifically for stablecoins in the on-chain economy. And if you think about Bridge or even Braille's current offering, a lot of it is the fiat to stablecoin leg, and there's not much going on after the stablecoin gets on chain. And if you use Braille, like we do, we use Braille for partially our treasury management. Our custom stablecoin actually has no liquidity outside of Braille. So what we've built so far, and a little bit of our roadmap. So the first thing I will show you is a hub and spoke stable swap. This is the first product, and we have a couple more coming up as well. So what it is similar to Balancer or Curve, if you guys are familiar on the EVM side. On Solana, there really hasn't been an active stable swap since like 2021. So we put USDC, USDT, and PyUSD in what's called seed pool, so we call it USD Star. We may change this in the future to include more T-bill backed assets and diversify our seed core offering. So this is the token that is paired with other, we call it growth pools. The reason being that when you launch a new stablecoin on a new ecosystem, generally when I was working at Solana Foundation from the other side of growth, supporting those new issuers, the cost of capital to put into a liquidity, and generally all of them are AMMs, the cost of capital to put in a USDC and let's say USDS or USDC CF USD pool is pretty high. And with newer stablecoins, typically there's not that much consistent demand. So therefore, the issuer is constantly subsidizing for such pools, and they're further cementing the domination and monopoly or duopoly of USDC, USDT on an ecosystem, which is contrary to the spirit of decentralization. Now, USD Star is only 3. Over time, we'll add more. At least if you pair USD Star with CFUSD, which is CoinFlow's dollar issued by Braille. In this case, now you have the yield, and we're showing APY here only from the fees of this pool, but there's actually more fees. It's actually half of this plus the fees here, because the USD Star is earning yield even if this pool is not doing anything. So for example here, this is Solair's SUSD. It's a yield-bearing stablecoin, T-bill backed by Open Eden, and it goes up in value. And right now the yield is fairly low from the APY of swap fees. However many USD Star is in this pool that's deposited into the growth pool via the hub and spoke model, the spokes have the yield that's generated from the star. So that way it helps in this particular case that Ben suggested when we were brainstorming when to and how to work with Braille, is this could really help potentially reduce the burden of prefunding, or double-sided prefunding to single-sided prefunding. So this is like a pretty DeFi, this is like 100% DeFi native model, but we're exploring with, and if you guys have this need, would love to talk to design partners, we're exploring using a DeFi first approach, or DeFi permissionless liquidity first approach, to power real world PayFi and payment use cases, so that we can reduce the cost of capital for businesses like CoinFlow and many others that are issuing their own stablecoins or using stablecoins to run their businesses. Here is a swap function. You can go from CFUSD to USDT or to USD Star, and then the ideal scenario is that you can swap from any. So that's how the swapping works. Swapping and liquidity pool is kind of similar on chain, but it's presented differently so the user can perform the actions that they want. And then next up, we will be onboarding some more stablecoin issuers to help users get liquidity on chain from A to B. Also building out a similar, this is called Numeraire, it's our stable swap, we're also bringing different types of RWAs on chain and letting users, not just DeFi users, but down the road businesses, to invest stablecoins, because it seems like there's a big pain point where, yes, businesses are using stablecoins, but they don't really know how to generate safe yield. So we'll be giving options to users on that front. And then we're also providing a more DeFi native, what's called a CDP, or collateralized debt position product for the DeFi users, or more like super risk on crypto native companies who want to find yield or find leverage, and in the meantime still earn those swap fees. This is roughly the demo, but you can feel free to play around with it. You don't actually need a code. You're welcome to play around with it. Part of it will count towards rewards, and we have some integrations with other partners like Exponent. And actually, I'll show you real quick. There's an interest rate swap on the USD star right now if you go to one of the ones here. So you can play around with it. We'll add more integrations. Our goal is to help support all the RWA and stablecoin issuers to come on chain and find the integrations. And we're a DeFi native team. So if you're interested, please reach out.